This next clip's going to be just a short little clip about how they fillet a halibut. The charter captain, Captain Kate's going to show you how to fillet a halibut. She did an excellent job of explaining everything. She takes the halibut cheeks out, explains that. She actually kind of opens it up. My wife's she took some eardrum bones out of the halibut that my wife's going to make halibut earrings out of, which is pretty cool. And you can age the halibut by the number of rings on the bones in the ear. So we're going to show you that video. It's pretty cool. Cool the way they're about, I think she said 60% meat. If you look at them, there's nothing but meat on them. So I think you like the short little clip. It's going to be a couple minutes and you'll get a lot of information on it. So enjoy. All right, you're on there, right, Captain Katie.
Got a halibut over here. You're always going to start over on the brown side. Put that tail right over to the belly. It's a nice big fillet. If you can see how big that is, about just for the tail for my hand. So we got about a 55-pound halibut here. I'm going to come slice up through the butthole up to there. I'm going to come up to the other side and I'm going to go right up to the brain, right over here. I'm going to follow this head part right here where it's real tough. Keeping my knife down, right down through its spine. What we're going to do is we're going to just push this right down to the rib cage. Keep on pushing that down to the rib cage. Rib cage. Rib cage. What that zipper cut is what it's called. You just tear it off like that. Got a mighty fine fillet.
Perfect.
Come up through the belly. Show you the whole thing here. This is a female. This would be her egg sac right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at a female, if she had a bunch of eggs in there, she would have a bunch of dots. Each halibut lays about 500,000 to a million eggs apiece.
How often do they lay their eggs?
Once a year.
Once a year, just like most fish, okay.
The only time that we don't fish is February. No halibut fishing in February in Alaska.
And that's when they're...
And that's when it's too cold.
She set me up.
No, only one. Halibut cheeks here in Alaska, you cook them just like scallops, but it's the most expensive piece of the halibut. Most people won't tell you or they won't cut them out for you. But here in Alaska, they go for about $45 a pound. That's a slop. That's a nice big scallop.
Yeah. So explain to us about the eyes. Tell us about how the eyes go so people understand.
Okay. So I got one eye here and I got another one here. Nice golden pretty eyes. When they're 6 months old, as you can see there's no eyes on that side. This eye flips over to this side. So this one's always been there and then this one flips over to the other side at 6 months old.
So prior to 6 months old, do they swim vertical and then they go flat, or are they always flat?
They're always a flat fish.
Okay.
I mean, they will, because see, on slow tides, halibut, what people don't know is that they will hang up like this, like a cobra, and strike at bait when it's a really slow tide and just strike. But mainly they just sit here just like this on the bottom and then just wait and then they'll come up. And if you look inside their mouth right there, you're going to see way in the back, by their like tonsils, you're going to see those big grinders in there.
Yep.
You get 4 fillets, 2 cheeks per halibut. Same thing on the other side. Come that up, and then I'll go through the halibut brain here in a second. Come back down, same cut on both sides. There's no blood in the meat. It's because we bonk and bleed them. So there's no blood in the meat. You won't have any bones in any of this meat. Unlike salmon or other fish.
You get typically about what, 75% feed out?
About 60%. Yep. You'd get 70 if you were, you'd probably get 90 if you were that, like that lady that came yesterday. You're boiling the head and all that stuff, but say roughly it's about 60%.
Yeah, that's
Some
pretty
people
good.
say 50, we get about 60. These right here, just for anybody that's watching, these are little leeches. This is their head right there, this little face, and this is their body. They take all the parasites off of halibut, so they're a very good thing in order to have on halibut. So they're just a piece that's healthy to have. And this one. I'm gonna come up right through the two eyeballs. I'm gonna come right straight down. Cut the brain right in half. So this is the brain. It's not very big on big ones or little ones. But if you could see that there's a little pocket here and a little pocket here, I'm just gonna take this piece out, just like this, right there, and then take this piece out right here, and then drop it in the back of its head so it's difficult for me to get out. And what this is, those are nice big ones. These are halibut ear bones, and if you look really carefully, you're going to start seeing a bunch of rings inside of them, and each ring represents one whole year of a halibut's life, so they're just like trees.
Can you give us a guess as to how old this particular halibut is? And how long was this one? Do you remember?
I'm going to probably guess, you have to go under a microscope, I'll say about 15, 16 years. This one might be easier. This is a really good one. You can really get to see the rings on the inside of that one.
Cool. Thank you very much for explaining that to us.